afternoon, friends, and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. I'm Mel, and I'm sitting in front of my massive seed bank because we have finally got the aquaponics up and running. There has been some tests, and it is all a process of, you know, try it, change it, try it, change it, and we might even have to change it again. But what I've decided to do, I had an idea, I'm not sure if you can do it or not, but definitely with some of these bigger seeds and that, you got to just go out and poke them down into the rocks and see if they germinate and grow. It's just a bit of an experiment, but I'll start with seeds that I've got a lot of. And I kind of came up with this idea because when we were going through the balls and cleaning them to put them in the beds, we noticed that there was a lot of good girl, thanks Grace. We noticed that there was a lot of things that had sprouted, like self-seeded from the previous person that had the aquaponics, which is funny to me because it's been like a year since it's been set up. So I kind of thought, yeah, I'm going to run with that and see if that works. Now, I'm going to turn you guys around and hopefully Mr. Honeybee Farmstead doesn't run off and he can explain to us what the go is. So initially, I know a bit of it. Initially, we had 40mm pipe for the inlet as well as the outlet. Now, that didn't work, so the whole thing had to be changed out for 90mm. This is a breather pipe. It's going to have a cap on it. See this thing here? This little corn self-seeded here, just because the celery also did the same. Celery was already growing in the bed, so we decided to try and transplant it, and hopefully it survived. And while we're waiting for it to be repaired and all that stuff, we planted it in there and watered it a bit. So I'll show you what I've got going on here. Other than the corn that was already in here, because Alex hasn't cleaned this up yet, I haven't planted anything in here. The one close to the house, I think I'm going to do some, say, snacking cucumbers and things like that to try and deter the kids from coming and helping themselves to the rest of this. So I've got some watermelons on the corners. Now I'll get Brock over here to show us. See, I'll show you the watermelon, and then I just put the tag in. It's from Bunnings, not great, but next year I'll have a lot more things organised. But yeah, so I'll get Brock to show us how we plant them. This is my honeybee tomato, and Amanda showed us hers on her most recent video from Rockpile Off-Grid Homestead.
It's good to see them back out of that.
Yeah, it's great to see them putting videos down again. They've been busy preparing for something massive, which we're not going to ruin for them. All right, so you've planted 4 of them, have you? What are these ones?
The habanero.
Habanero chili. So you're going here and there, yeah?
For our bush cooks.
Yep.
Fish and marinade.
All right, so no, you're doing it here and there, so that they're...
Oh, that, yeah.
All right, so how are we doing it, Brocco?
So you think, is this 90mm?
Yep.
Yeah, 90.
Just so you can get your hand down there.
And then you put your hand down and you dig out, not until you get to the bottom, but you dig out
a fair bit.
50% of the bed until you can feel water or whatever. And then you grab this, do the habanero mix. Yep.
Pop it out.
Because the roots.
Yeah, they'll be alright.
You get that bucket of water and give it a clean off. The reason why is because these balls here, they're fertilizer balls, and they pop and they'll kill the fish if it ends up in the beds. So yeah,
in the ponds.
Yeah. So yeah, just give it a good clean out, and then after you're done, have a good look in the root system, see if you can pull out some of the balls. We don't want our fish dying, do we?
Nah, we need everything to live like in harmony.
This one already has thing pulled off, but you would pull off like the leaves that are closer to here, so the roots come out of there. But yeah, they've already been done. So
it's kind of like with tomatoes and things as well, chilies, capsicum, all those types of plants.
So you gotta rummage through the roots to get these out. And ready? They pop with chemicals.
Yeah.
But we don't want the fish still. Another one there.
Hold it down in there. Look.
Oh, yeah, that's about it. Move the bucket out the way. Grab like the head, so what you call it?
Yeah, the head of the plant, yeah.
And then hold it like that.
Where it's going to go, yeah.
And then like that.
Ta-da!
And then you just slowly fill it in. Don't want to overfill it, but yeah. And there, it's done. And then on to the next.
So I'm going to take you guys along and show you what we got going on. So we've seen the tomato. This here is a jalapeno chili. We love jalapenos. Jalapeno poppers are going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We'll do our own homemade cheese.
Sausages as well, they go good with sausages.
Oh yeah, jalapeno sausages.
And like when we pickle yabby and marron and crayfish, that'd be alright as well.
Yeah. So we're going to leave Brock to keep planting, and we're going to go along and see. Now, I know that Sage is quite a... Sage really likes Mediterranean, so it might not be happy here getting too wet. So what I've done is I've planted half of the punnet out along there with our grapevines and passion fruit, just in case, because they're Mediterranean, sometimes they don't like too wet feet. So we've got some heirloom lettuce mix. They have not yet been popped out either. They're just sitting under there so they can still get water while they're in the tub. We've got some chives. What have we got there, Brock? Do you want to turn that?
Oh, no,
or just look at...
I think.
No, that one's...
Cucumber.
Cucumber. So that's the snacking cucumber. And then we've got basil. So basil, same thing. I'm going to plant some in here, but I'm also going to plant them out there as well. Generic
garden bed out here.
Pumpkin. So these are already started, which is great, because hopefully they have got a bit of a head start on the seeds that I'm going to plant in here, because I'm going to plant a different type of squash. So I'm going to plant some spaghetti squash, and they can often, pumpkin and spaghetti squash can cross-pollinate. So it'd be better.
Lovely.
It'd be better if these guys have flowered and started fruiting before the spaghetti squash, so that we're not worried too much about cross-pollination. So
Cucumbers, do you want to name that bed?
so the lettuces can go in here, in this section. Yep, or that's lettuce and that's lettuce, so plant them all in here. They don't grow very big, remember? Sort of the same distance as the chilies. More watermelon. So we've planted them on the edge because we think once they grow and they do their tendril thing, they should be able, we've got all this concrete area, they should be able to just grow off the side and all over the concrete. Another sage, not planted as deep this time, so that's hopefully that I'm changing the depths and things just to see what works. Another watermelon, all the way along here you'll see the drain pipe. It's connected all the way along the bottom. I'll hop down and show you guys in a minute. All right, and then it goes, this is the outlet pipe, goes all the way along. This is all going to be changed and done nice and neat, but we're just getting it going for now. And then we'll go and see what Mr. Honeybee's doing in a minute. But this pipe goes all the way along to that last bed. The water from the beds comes into the third one. And then these guys come along here. And this one here, like this is temporary. We're going to do something a bit better. But I wanted to get it going so that we could have fish in here before Alex leaves. And gosh, didn't we have some dramas?
Oh yeah. There's always
Do you want to tell the story, Brock? What happened? Seeing as it's,
not really. Brings PTSD.
PTSD, yeah. He doesn't want to tell the story. I don't know about you, but oh look, what are you screwing in there?
Solar.
Solar? Is that for this one? So what he's got here is the solar panels, which we'll eventually probably put on top of the milking shed. And that's powering this pump here. This is submerged down in the water here. Because what we found, because of the 40mm pipe at the bottom, which is what joins the 3 tanks, we wanted them to fill and lower at the same rate, except with that volume of water coming in, obviously this volume of water was not, equalizing quick enough. So what he's done, and we're going to do it properly, but just for now, that pump is pumping water into here and there as well, which also means just for the time being we don't need bubblers, because the water hitting the top and breaking the surface is adding oxygen. oxygenating. What we have done is remove the culprits to the issues we had. They're in here. So we've got some plants in here, water plants.
I'll catch you one.
I think everyone knows what we put in there, mate, because the last video, which I wrote to be continued on, and it's taken us a while to get back to it, is we had yabbies in there because he found a heap in the dam. And we thought, oh, well, just something living would be good.
Oh, that one's dead.
I think...
The big ones are eating them.
Alright, so they go, no waste there, it goes straight to the chooks. But yeah, there's yabbies in here. And the plants, the pond plants...
Oh, that one's been eaten as well.
There's one on top there floating around.
That one's dead as well.
Yeah, we'll get them out and give them to the chickens so it doesn't foul up the water.
That's the smallest one in there.
But yeah, so these little buggers decided to walk along and fill up the pipe.
I'm trying to...
So we were like pumping out of there, and the pump is in the third one near the shed. It pumps it into all the beds through all the piping at the top.
That's a better size one.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's had his character splitting.
Yep. So yeah, it pumps along the top and feeds into the top, like fills up the beds a certain level, and then it dumps, and the dumping comes back out in this 90 mil. But this pond was getting too full, and that one wasn't getting full enough.
Get that on camera.
Oh, look at the size of that sucker. He should go in there.
Nah, so that's the small ones. This is the big males, and I'm going to do what Derek taught us, but in a pond.
Right, okay.
So feed them up to get them like...
They might need some more life. There we go.
No, I'm going to put them back on.
Did you guys hear that? That was the timer kicking the pump on, and the pump sucks the water out of that last pond there through that 40 mil pipe and then delivers it into all the beds individually. I'll go over there and show you guys while it's happening. So this is another reason I tried to plant them. So this little guy here is going to get lots of water. I planted them quite deep because I know they'll spring out and they'll at least anchor themselves. But yeah, you can see the gist of it. Now we've got to go along and see how that's gone down, and then goes up a bit. We go along and poke it down into the rocks and move the rocks nice and flat, but we haven't got to that stage yet. Here's another one of the flat ones.
One's a bit sick.
What?
This one.
Lettuce. It'll crack on, it's fine.
The last one here.
Does that elbow go closer to the bed? Push it in more?
No.
Alright, so there we go.
That's
Now, yeah, back to my story, is the yabbies filled up this one here. So not only did we have two small pipe filling up all three beds, but they were all through here. What we did was grab the pump out of here and we're moving it between beds trying to jet it out. Long story, it took half a day. What a nightmare. So that's a lesson we learned real quick. Don't put little crustacean in there unless you've got some sort of filtration happening. Now we have this, see those little mesh cones, we were poking them in, but I think they were already inside the pipe. Hey babe.
Yeah, no.
So
probably still.
what the hell? Can you do that?
What?
Can you do that?
I'm doing it. It's a bit hot.
Well, okay, so this water's from our dam. It means that we can add fish to it straight away because our dam has fish life in it and that sort of thing. Normally when you start a new one, you have to let it cycle for a certain amount of time, and for the water to lose all its chlorine and fluoride and all the different things they add to water.
Start building up the, what do you call it, the
microbes and stuff that keep everyone happy and healthy. This though has already got it because it's from the dam. So we've kind of tried to speed the process up. These two here are not connected. They're just to grow pond plants and probably maybe goldfish at some point down the track. We're not interested in that right now. It's just for the plants and obviously Brock's yabbies. But yeah, these were given to us, these plants, this paper, what's it called, papyrus or whatever it's called?
No, not papyrus.
Yeah, it's called papyrus.
Papyrus, yeah.
And then this one here is the one that grows the nice big elephant ear. But I think the root system is, or like the bulb is edible. So later on today when it's not as hot, I'm going to come out here with you guys and we are going to pop some seeds into all the gaps and just see how quick that works.
Possibly release the fish.
Oh yeah, we might be going and getting the fish today or maybe even tomorrow, but it'll be in this video. So we're going to go inside and we're going to pick the seeds that we want to plant, and I'll sort of go through why we're picking those ones and that sort of thing, because it is summer now. Some plants will not handle it. The next part of this process, as soon as we're able to, is we're going to build a big structure over the top here. That's going to go the entire length of here, and it's going to have between 50 and 70% shade cloth, just to take out some of that really harsh heat. It gets so hot here and the sun just beats down and cooks everything. So these guys have been surviving submerged in their little pots, so we're going to give them a try. Plus, you know, they're easily replaceable. And then what's going to happen, I'll go out here and show you guys. All right, these are some goji berries that were struggling out here. I'm going to put some of my I've got some nice glazed pots here. I've got all kinds of things going on here. So yeah, nice glazed pots. I'm thinking I might put dwarf fruit trees in them. And then when we need to change or like top up the water in the aquaponics ponds, we'll pump good water that has already been sort of through the system, and it means it's got all its nutrients in there as a watering. Now we're going to pick seeds that we're going to put in. I'm going to trial only with seeds that are sort of big enough to stay lodged in the what are they called? Clay balls. So spaghetti squash, I'll get 4 of those out because they grow pretty prolific, and I think they'll be even more. I've got 5 out. Then I'm going to get probably a lot of melons, if hammy melon. I grew these in my veggie garden at the last place.
Watermelon. You grew them.
No, hammy melon.
No, you grew watermelon.
I did, yeah.
But they were really tough.
But I don't think we saved seeds from them.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we're going to do. 5 of each seed, which is 1 less than what we had in punnets for everything else. So, and every time I've tried to grow loofah gourd, it has not worked. I don't know why. I think maybe not enough water, I'm not sure. So we're going to get some loofah gourd out. Quite often I get this seed kit out when I've got friends around, and we share seeds with our friends. So I had this out not long ago because my good friend Nairi was over with her family, and she bought me some little cuttings that she potted up for me. So they're out there in pots too. I didn't film because it was just me by myself, one-handed. So I'm going to get cracking on getting, I've got a little pile started already, and I'll explain what I'm growing and why when we're out there, and I'll show you how to poke them down and get them started. All right, here we are. So this is the progress. We've got everything planted in. There's some chives, patio snacker cucumber along the edge, and then all the way along there. I tend to put the herbs on the edge so that when I send the kids out and say, can you go grab me some of this or whatever, when I'm cooking, they will be able to grab it without having to lean in too hard to the beds. I've also started, we're going to put some pots around because this is going to be a shaded area. I dropped some of my seeds. Silly bugger. All right, So they're packets, thank goodness. And then this little guy, that's a jelly palm seed, and I've not had any success sprouting these in pots, so I'm going to try the aquaponics. I think it'll work good. There's all the things I'm going to plant today. They're all randomly in here. I know what the seed looks like, so it's fine. Other than the what are they called? The melons, like rock melon and that, they all look the same. But yeah, so we've got basil growing in here, but we've also got it in here. The good thing about it is in the really hot afternoon sun, this spot here is shaded by the bed. And in here we have, oh, we don't want that. These seeds, I don't know how they got in here. They're like barley. So this here is a rosemary that my friend did as a cutting for me. Thank you, Nairi. And in here we've got the rest of the chives. Everything looks like it held up really well today after being planted. Nothing sort of turned toes up to die. These look a little bit, oh no, that little leaf there looks a bit like a bit more advanced. And I am told that things grown in aquaponics really take off really quite quick. So these are the butternut pumpkin, another watermelon, the sage. Now this is a Mediterranean plant, so I have planted this out in the heat as well because I hear that that's what they prefer. Another watermelon, and then we've got a watermelon and the rest of, oh, what are these? Hang on. These are the rest of the patio cucumbers. So what we should be able to do now is pop seeds in, and I'm going to show you how easy this. Jackson's going to help me, aren't you, buddy? Things here. That's when I say the balls, that's what I mean. When we were getting those out, the old ones that came with the system, we found things like celery and other things growing in them, and we're like, well, we haven't even watered that. That's just been growing on what was in the bag. So I just was like, you know what? I assume that that's how it would work. So what you would need to make sure of is that you push the seed down far enough that the water gets it. So I'm going to start with these 4 beds down here. For things like this jelly palm, this could take 12 months to germinate. I'm not sure because I've never done it. And I don't know which way is down. So they've got this little Y section. Anyway, I'm going to experiment with these. Once they have sprouted and grown for a bit and they're going good, I will remove them from here and plant them on the property. So that's what I plan to do. I'm also going to do trials with you guys, watching along, so you can sort of see what happens for me and whether you want to try it. But I'm going to do trials of getting cuttings and things like that, and trying to strike them straight in the aquaponics bed. I hear it works. I want to see what works, what doesn't, how long it takes, all that sort of stuff. So I'll take you guys along for it. Now, what are we going to do? Should we just start, Jax? Let's go down this bed here. It's just going to look good once they're all growing, eh? Yeah, we'll start at the very end one, because and I can't put this down because it's paper. The pump will kick in at some point. But I've written down what I'm planting because I want to sort of be able to check back and go, oh, that's what that is. So here, bub.
Jelly fruit.
Jelly palm. Do you want to do that? Yeah. So what you need to do, I think I'll start with this one like this. I'm just going to go like this. Find a spot.
Yeah.
Stick it down, bub.
Yeah.
Stick it down until you feel wet rocks, right? Right, and then just let go. And do, okay, so we're going to do 4. And they could be super close together because they're only here. So go along this wall here. So you know we just put one here. So, oh, there it goes, it kicked in. It started again. So, no, it could be close as. So you just go like that, down, wait till you feel wet rocks. Yep, not too far, because he's got to stick his little spear up when and it'll stick another one down here. So jelly palm is on the very end here. I'm glad I'm making a video for you guys because it means that I'll be able to locate those later. let's poke them in. So I like to put the pumpkins and things on the edge, honey. Let's do one in each bed. So I'm going to do one probably in the middle of this bed, and when it trails across.
One on the edge.
Where are we?
Edge.
That'll do. On the edge, one in the middle on the edge. So what happens when they grow is the little tendrils can hang over here and grow down onto the ground. Yeah, let's put him, yeah. Try and put him flat, because we don't know which end the root comes out of or not. Just hold him like that and then poke him down into the soil. Or into the expanded clay balls. So we're just going to continue to do this. And if I happen to plant something too close to something else, that's not a big deal, because all we then do, you just gently work your hand in when the water's going, and you can gently work the root system out and replant it somewhere else. I'm going to get all these planted. It's going to be a big afternoon. And there we go. We have all of our beds planted out. Some with seedlings, some with seeds. And we're starting to do pots along here. We think we might do maybe some dwarf lemons and limes, because the whole point of this entire thing was to have our food close to our kitchen, so that when we had herbs and that sort of thing, we use them more. We've got variety on the back veranda. If the kids are snackish, they can come out and they can pick themselves any number of snacks, really. So what do you think? It's pretty cool, hey? I'm very excited about it. It's something that we've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, and it's almost finished. We have just had the pump that does the bubbling between the other two pack it in. Ozito, they're not a great brand, but it's under warranty. I've got the receipt, so we're just going to take that back, switch it out tomorrow, and we're going to not close this out yet. We're going to show you just after this how we release our silver perch, maybe marron in there. We don't know. We're still a bit iffy about the marron. Now we're off to feed the calf and get the cows in and all that sort of stuff. So see you tomorrow when we release the fish. We haven't even had a chance to get the silver perch yet. Brock got excited and went over to our dam.
Grace, Mama.
Not that one, the last one.
Quick then.
Little guy, little kind of big guy really, isn't he?
That's good. They won't get sucked up with the pump.
Because you've got the mesh around it. Yeah, we didn't tell everyone that, did we?
But also too, this is the other one's going to have fingerlings, and this will be the
Finishing pond.
Put one in.
Look at him. They're such a beautiful fish.
Oh, yeah.
And on the eating, well, he didn't want to wait. On the eating scale, what are they rated, Brock?
5 like 5.
4 for table fish.
Look at that.
Happy fishy. So Alex is going to go down tomorrow, and he's going to get some food. These came to our dam as fingerlings, didn't they?
Yeah.
From Mitch. Hey Brock, Grace is asking you a question.
Yeah, she can do it.
Your hands wet?
Yeah.
No, Brock, Grace.
Oh, what was that? Was
A
that
fish?
Grab it.
It was a fish. Grab it around the
Don't
belly,
squeeze.
not too hard.
Yeah, like that.
That's it, bring him over. Good
Pretty sure
job.
there's no more.
There's one more.
Beautiful looking fish, the redfin. Good fun to catch, eh Brock?
Oh, not when they're that size, but yeah, when they're big.
When they're big, they're heaps of fun.
They're going to be beautiful eating.
And this is no longer illegal. It's illegal in some parts of Australia?
Yeah, it's illegal over in South Australia.
To put it back in natural
Yeah.
waterways, in ponds it's fine.
They're classified as a pest over there.
Yeah.
No, they're not classified as a pest here anymore.
No, so we're right to do this. That's what I'm saying. There you go. Alex, stop. You keep avoiding. He avoids the camera. Can you tell, guys? So we had quite some issues with this setup, didn't we?
Very much so. We still do.
We still do, but it's functional now, and the water's flowing, the plants are in, there's some fish in here now. So now it's just a case of fine tuning. And I will make sure that I keep you guys up to date with everything going on. What's the latest?
New pond pump, aerator tomorrow. Get an aerator for the Marin. So apparently Marin only like 1 square metre by 1 square metre, so we'll put 5 Marin in each tub.
Yep. And they need a lot of aeration.
Yeah.
Otherwise they try and move and leave. So that's the go tomorrow, and we'll bring you guys and we'll show you guys that. So look, there's our shadow on the back there.
Was this on the
We're going to take you guys and show you guys that. So stay tuned to see all of the. What are you doing? Oh, the pH. These guys might be interested in that.
8.3, which is good.
8.3. That's good pH.
Yeah, it's really good for fish.
But yeah, so we're going to keep you guys up to date when we release the silver perch and the Marin, and then that'll be it. We will revisit this project regularly as we go and show you the plant progress and do like a garden tour of the aquaponics. But for now, what do you got going there? They all come to the surface.
Patting my yabby.
Patting your little pet yabby.
There was one down here.
What's this here, ready?
They eat all these roots, these dead roots.
Can I pick a yabby up, Rock? Rock, can I pick the yabby up?
This guy, he's obsessed with crustacea and fish.
dead.
No, it's not. It's alive. It's moving its arms.
Because why, Dad?
It's got a snail on
It's
it.
the crustacean season.
Crustacean? No.
He's eating. He was eating. That's what he was eating, babe.
Like, look at all that. They'll eat
He's
that.
got a snail on him.
They'll eat,
Brock, it's on him.
It's
they'll
on
eat
his
that
eye.
quick as.
All that dead
Huh?
root system.
Stop.
Yeah, they'll clean this water up beautifully.
And like this, watch. It's like a fruit, right?
Yeah, that is that edible
Yes,
stuff
yummy.
I was saying about.
I wouldn't eat that. Have a sniff.
No, not now, but when the pond is healthy, that's actually an edible plant.
So he's gone.
Yeah, he's going.
Oh.
And good afternoon. It's been a week. I know I've just cut straight to I'm going to go tomorrow and get fish, blah, blah, blah. But life happened. Everything got hectic. And we had to get a new car. Things have gone so bad. You might be able to hear it in my voice. I got extremely unwell. I was bedridden for a week, basically. The kids did all the animals. Grace did all the cows and that. So I've been very, very unwell. But also in that time, Alex had to fly back to work. So we literally just didn't get to the fish place to buy the fish. But what are they called? Redfin that Brock put into the pond. It might have been like a little bit early to put them in because most of them died. I actually feel like there's 1 or 2 still in there. Yeah, so there's still 2 in there. So it's been a week since I picked up the camera and I wanted to show you guys the progress. Now, I'm going to flip you guys around because it's been really quick actually. So here we are. Now, I'm not pulling weeds just yet because, well, I mean, I just pulled that one, but I won't because check this out. Now, I'm not sure whether these were seeds that I planted last time that you were with us, but it's also possible that they've self-seeded from where they were before. That looks like a little tomato. So that one's definitely one I planted, and literally it was a week. So to be honest with you, I'm actually really, really surprised at how quick it went. This little jalapeno's already got flowers. This one here started to flower as well. She got a bit of a hiding because Grace's cow, Clementine, while I was unwell, you know, being a pregnant and hormonal cow, got into the milking area and unplugged. She stepped on and unplugged the power to this. So for a couple of days in the really bad heat, these guys didn't have water. So they copped a little bit of a hiding, but they'll come back because they're getting water frequently now. This is another capsicum Alex bought from the shop. But if you have a look here, look, I don't even know what that is.
That's
But-
a lettuce.
We don't know, that's not a lettuce. It's a bean or something. But it's popped up in here, so we're not really weeding right now. See this here? Probably pull things like that we know is definitely a weed. But yeah, we're just kind of leaving it for now because... Oh, and we also had... The geese came in and ate all the... ate all of the little chives we had around there. But all the other pots are doing well. What do we got here? These are the pumpkins. The good thing about aquaponics when it comes to pumpkins and things like that is they quite often, if you water them at home, you know, overhead water, they get like, what's that called? Powdery mildew. But see, look at this. These seeds, we don't know what they are. So many cool things popping up. The watermelon here, she's just taken off. Oh, see, we don't know what that is. We don't know what that is.
Can we rip these out?
No, baby. I don't want you to rip anything out because we don't know yet. Alex got some lemongrass. Here's some more that we planted. Oh, look at this little guy. They all come here to have a drink. It's really cool because then they'll be able to pollinate and do their thing. But see, you can see all the little sprouts popping up.
That's cool.
Yeah, we don't know what all this is. It's exciting. Alex bought some strawberries to put in because the more that you have in here feeding off this soil, not soil, but the balls, the cleaner the water gets. So this is how the ponds are going. You'll see they're a different colour. They're starting to clear up. We're constantly cleaning feathers and stuff. Oh, look. Hey, little guy. You can stay here for sure. We don't mind you one bit. So, is that him? Why is he going in this one? Oh, he's good.
I don't think he's gonna.
He's sick, is he? Well, how's the dam looking over there?
Bad.
It's getting low. Maybe we should drag it. Yeah, he might be alright.
No, definitely not.
No, leave him. No,
I'm
leave him.
eating him.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Put him back in. He looks like he might be alright.
Yep.
Keep turning him over.
He's alright.
He's alright.
No, he's got air in his. He's got air in him. Turn him up the other way and keep helping him.
He's okay.
What's the water temp change like?
Feel it. It's like 30 degrees.
In here?
Holy bro, that's like a hot
Too
tub.
hot. Don't put him in then. Put him up the dam.
He's gonna be alright.
Nah, he's toast.
He'll be alright,
I'm
guys.
eating him.
Don't do that.
I'm eating him.
Don't say he's toast and you're going to eat him.
I've
I'm
never,
gonna eat him.
Look at your
I've
head.
never ever tried redfin, so I'm gonna eat him.
Don't do that.
Me and Brock gonna eat him.
There you go. That's why we don't have fish now. Because we're still waiting for the adjustment. I wouldn't have done that. We got to go catch them out of there and put them in another dam.
There's no way I can survive now.
Anyway, so that's why there's no fish in here, okay? That's going in Brock's gut.
Well, that's a shaka, so that's pretty good size.
They don't have a size. You can eat them whenever. Anyway, we didn't want him to suffer. He didn't look great. But yeah, there's no fish right now. So there is going to have to be a fourth part to this aquaponics. I actually feel like it's something that's going to be ongoing because there are so many things that have to be adjusted. But it's the week before Christmas, so Dad's... Oh, poor Dad. He's crying. Honey. No, you can't. You don't want to show emotion on camera.
Why is everything dying?
Not everything's dying. He's being dramatic because we just want fish swimming in there, plants growing in here, but it's not that easy sometimes. Anyway, we are going to get you guys on another video showing the update and hopefully showing you lovely fish floating around, not floating, swimming around, and all the plants flourishing. But I just wanted to say, so that I can close out this video and it doesn't take an hour to get fish in YouTube time, to get fish in our aquaponics, I'm going to say thank you so much for all your support, your subscribing, commenting, likes, all that sort of stuff. It means the world to us. I don't think I'll get another video out before Christmas. So from all of us at Honeybee Farmstead, we want to say a massive thank you for all your support. A very Merry Christmas and a safe and Happy New Year to everyone. And if I do see you between Christmas and New Year, I might have something fun for you guys. But take care of each other. Merry Christmas and bye for now.